What's up, YouTube? This is Video Station here, and this is going to be episode 11 of Frieren Beyond Journey's End, also known as Sousou no Frieren. So last time on Frieren, we got a little bit of we got a really more extended flashback of how Flamme got to meet Frieren, how to spend the time to get better, and like how Frieren hates demons for what they did. She's apparently was like the strongest in her village at the time, and the whole thing where Flamme taught him like how to deceive humans by concealing her mana or her magic. And it's kind of a sad thing that she just taught her about revenge, but she never was able to teach her more about what's both their love for magic. And so that is why Frieren has been going all about all this time just going around collecting magic, even the useless stuff, because she loves it. She wants to use that time that she couldn't have back when she was training with Flam. And I also noticed that when Flam was around, they were wearing some sort of like, I guess, Greek Roman sort of attires and all, compared to what they're wearing right now. I think it's around the Middle Ages. I don't know specifically when, but yeah, that indicates a lot of time has passed. So yeah, I would guess Greek, because like Frieren is like, I think maybe if I'm not mistaken, let me check them all. I need to check. I want to see. It was around, for BC. So yeah, probably around Rome, and then like, depending on when Frieren was there, probably like it was maybe well into the early Middle Ages, or maybe even a little further. I don't know. It's just an estimate. It's kind of fiction, just kind of basing off things. So I'm not gonna dig too deep into that, but I still like the details on that. So it says that, Lugner says it's disrespectful. Aura says the whole thing is pointless, but anything goes to defeat your enemies. It's a genuine tactic, even if it's low blow. And I know a lot of other people will have different views on this, but in a case where it's where your life is more likely will be on the line, you kind of have to resort to that. She was able to do it to where as if she can naturally breathe, which is kind of crazy. And you have to think of course she probably taught that to Fern, but for Fern, it was a lot, not as extensive. Of course, I mean, she can't do it like Frieren does, but she does it during battle. That's why Lugner was not able to detect any fluctuations where someone would try and restrain their mana. So, as for the part with Stark. Yeah, that was from the last episode. Well, I don't know about that. I mean, I don't think they really do anything on magic Stark has anything in terms of magic on his end. He's just brute force. I mean, he underestimates himself a lot, though, to be fair. I just like how the demons in this show meet their end. That one guy, Draught, he's someone that usually ends them by ends his victims by cutting their necks. He gets ended by his neck getting blown open. Lunar, Lunar has been, how is this? Lunar and Lily, it's kind of bit, they were done in by their arrogance. Where how do I put this? I'm trying to come up with a good name for it, but she gets she's someone who copies off one of the great warriors, only to get defeated by his pupil. Lugner, with all the lying he has he is done, but he is the one who gets deceived, who gets deceived and outwitted at the end. And Aura, well, she has her life ended by her own magic, which was delightfully well executed. It was slow and painful and cruel to where like they didn't even know, they don't even need to shed so much blood, all the detail, the facial expressions, just that hype to build up to where when Frieren finally reveals like, yeah, you've been just dealing with someone who has been living over millennia. Yeah, you've been living 500 years. Yeah, I lived for like 1,000 years, like at least 1,000 years. So yeah, and that pretty much finished that. And yeah, that's pretty much ends it for the situation with Aura, one of the 7 stages of destruction. So it's probably, so I'm guessing this next chapter is going to be a bit of a transition, which is fine. It's perfectly fine. This show is not all too big on battles, but I mean, I know bigger conflict could happen down the stretch. I mean, I'm not saying like there's just gonna be another all-out war, but there could be some troubles up ahead, because it's the journey beyond the journey. Like, oh, the main journey, defeat the demon lord, but that doesn't end here. I mean, we gotta remember that. And I'm like that. She's finding the renewed sort of company with Frieren and Stark that she previously had with Hemia, Hilda, Elder, and Eisen. I'm sorry if I butchered one of their names. So yeah, there's a cleanup. I don't expect anything too big, but I think it's going to be all the same. It's just that sort of series, and I'm all in for it. All right, so yeah, let's get to it. And yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if Frieren somehow meets someone of her own kind, as scarce as they come nowadays. Because else, because of how long lived they are, they're just kind of lax of doing procreation anymore. It's just they're pretty much a dying race at this point, which is sad to know, but understandable why it's like that. All right, let me get to this one. Let me see if maybe. All right. Episode 11 in 3, 2, 1. Let's jam. Again, even reserved looking scenes look so sublime. It's magical, literally. Yep. At least they can lay all those soldiers to sleep. They've probably been just animated, controlled for like God knows how long. Alright. The aftermap. We're gonna go here. I mean, to be fair, he probably didn't know Frieren had all that. Oh, that's his. Oh, that's his son. No, not that one. Not that one. Just didn't blast him like last time. Oh, he's thinking about what she said. Because email is gone. So she has some. So she has to. So she. Is normal. Right? They'll finally get that. Yep, that's his son. Yep, that was the one I was. That was the one I was looking for. Thank you. It's not real? Wow. Oh, so it's talked down by word, by voice. It's not written or anything. Wow, that's one way of passing it down. Yeah, I mean, yeah, she's literally 1,000 years older. Oh, yeah, I could honestly see that. Oh no. Oh, he's still thinking about that. He's just like, oh, it's not too that bad, right? Right? Oh shit. False alarm. What was that for? Yeah, he did that for a reason at the time. Oh, he passed out, did he? Bro. No way. Oh, this is not right, fam. You just mess with him, just drop him somewhere. Huh? It's just. Oh damn! Those fucking Big Macs. That's not a Big Mac. That's a fucking what? That's not even. Fucking. King Kong picks it up, it's like, oh damn, I'm full. Oh, not him again. The song is really beautiful. Hmm. That's really nice. Everyone just gathered. It just looks like that scene from. It looked like that scene from like I think the Unlimited Blade Works and also one of the Fate Zero openings. Yeah, I'd figure so. I mean, they did get the guest of it earlier. So basically, you have to have some sort of license. Wow. Oh yeah, that was during the time. That was during the time they were kind of spending. No, but I think whatever license she had expired by now. She can't renew her fucking license, basically. Hmm. So they're gonna have to settle all the way over to just for the license. They spend that much time, huh? The weather, not not unbelievable. Yeah, going in a blizzard. Oh, say but oh no, he done. He gone. My man's gone. Save my boy. Y'all should have not just left. Y'all should have just at least wait till winter pass. No, he's but oh no, no, he's gonna drip. He's drifting in purgatory right now. Oh no. because he's a guy. They were usually built different. Yeah. Hopefully it's still there. Okay, it's still there. I mean, back then, I'm pretty sure we saw that Frieren was able to deal with the blizzards, but I don't think, in that to as that bad a bad weather, man. Wait, are you hearing something? Yeah. And you know what? I respect the grind. I'm leaving. It's so awkward. He's probably trying to keep himself warm. Wait, do I recognize that voice actor? Wait, Theo. I hate that's what comes to mind first. Yeah. Hmm. It's like Stark's the warrior. Oh no. Man. Yeah, I was saying. This man's drifting in limbo or some shit. What the fuck? Oh no, get this. Save this man, please. Yeah. Uh, just come to him. He's like, wait. I mean, bro, we're not like that. Not. They're really just flexing with how they put on clothes and all that. They didn't need to do this. This is one of those okay. This is one of those transitions. They didn't need to do that, but they decided to do that. Good on y'all. Uh, yes, I mean it's been like those supplies are probably at least a few hundred years old. Are they still usable? Nope. Mm. there's not really much to do. They kind of just have to spend as much of the winter here as possible. Like until at least the blizzards kind of died down, or they at least for at least rest until like they're ready to go, ready to keep moving. Oh wow, winters last that long, huh? It kind of speaks to why elves though are not really into procreation, because if they live long lives but no one's gonna remember them, like what's worth? Is it even worth it for other for the next? Oh, because she's seen it because someone's Helter had said something similar. Because when you live, you at least want to leave a mark where someone can remember you. They can praise you. They can rave about you, bring you up whenever. He knew. Yeah, it's just not something that many people would notice, but it's still a feat in its own. Frieren doesn't think her how she's lived is even worth remember is even worth praising or being remembered. Well, at least for the most part, except for the part where they defeat the demon lord. But oh, she saved. He saved her, man. No, she no, he meant. He's meant his past friend. I mean, she still has company now. I mean, with her. Hopefully. That passed by, so that passed by just like that. Okay, so maybe I missed something, but I mean, I guess I was just caught up in the sort of nice vibe they have. I guess something like when you live your life, is are people gonna remember you for who you are? And thinking about Kraft, he's just been kind of just living his the way he's been kind of just living right now. It's just like he's just kind of there's that notion of like, will someone be able to remember you by after you die? And that's that says a lot because like if no one remembers you, it's like you never existed. Like you lived, but it's just like as if you never. It's like that's unfortunately what I feel like happened. Will inevitably happen to most of us. I don't want to sound so like depressing about it or a little too blunt about it, but that's just kind of the thing. No one's some of us are just gonna be forgotten just like that, and I hope it's not. I hope I don't. A real hero. I think it looked like we're gonna go to the more reserved points. I mean, this is gonna be 28 episodes. This is gonna be 28 episodes total. And we don't. I think like it's fine when this show is not trying to go to. I feel I. The thing is, we should have to get the notion that we're not going to some big major conflict. No, we're not. That's not the intentions. Not yet, at least. Not yet, at least. Until the revelation comes in. Um, you also have to think like there will be the conflict. And Frieren has to realize she has to clean up more of the demons that are still around because the demons are there are no redeemable. There's no redemptions on on the demons side of things. Even like whether or not they can learn empathy. So the whole episode, it's just kind of wrapping up the whole or story arc, sort of invasion story arc sort of thing, sort of deal. Well, she wasn't able to really invade anyway, so it's fine. Um, about the little sequence where they were just kind of spending time. That is sort of a when they do those sort of things where they're just kind of doing passing bys. Um, that is, I could see where people will have criticism. I will say that's where you just feel like, but at the same time, you can't just be like, oh, I'm here and gone within a few days or so. Like, and that would take. If you want to document as much of that, that would take way too long. So yeah. Apart from I guess it was the part where it was kind of like slideshow. Oh, you know what? I don't think they really intended like to. Maybe they probably didn't intend to animate that part because it's just kind of like sometimes just having a snapshot of those moments feels a lot better than just kind of seeing it in motion. I feel like that's the deal here, unless if they really wanted to, but they didn't. But just now we kind of have to move on with the other ones. So yeah. Um, this was even in the more reserved episodes. It's still there's still like a feeling of emotional weight to it. Like Frieren was able to lay those soldiers to rest after they've been controlled by Or for God knows how long. And she meets up with Kraft, and there's a thing she's never seen one of her own kind in like God knows how long. And even before she she like met Fern and then later Stark. That is something. That is something to really think about and really sad to think about because again, it's already been mentioned. I know it's been mentioned already before, but the elves are not really. The elves are just going extinct. That's really sad. And what makes you sad because there's something going. There's a case going on in real life. That's Japan. Japan's population is just shrinking right now. I don't know about the accuracies, and maybe it's not actually shrinking at all, and maybe we're just being fucking lied to, and it's just improving. I mean, well, the work conditions are not really improving, but that's another thing. It could be associated, but it's saddening to know that like even as long-lived as they are, the elves' days are kind of numbered, and by the time it will get to a modern day like setting. All the elves would have eventually died out by then. It's just kind of sad to know, and I would not be surprised if Frieren turns out to be the last survivor. I'm pretty sure that she will meet an elf that is more that is even more long lived than her for sure. But the talk with Kraft about like I need to see that scene again, just to make sure everything is crystal clear. The whole funny bits with the interaction and all. Of course, Stark is kind of. I mean, Kraft. Okay, so I need to look at this sort of scene with. It's been nearly 6 months. The thing is with Kraft is just like let me see if there's anything missing. Why does she believe in the goddess? The thing is too cruel for the path your life took to not be remembered by one. It goes back to it. When the reason why he wants to believe that a goddess exists is because he wants someone to acknowledge that he existed, that he's lived something, that he's had significance with his life. And that's what most of us want, but would not admit. Most of us are not gonna get. I hate to be blunt about it, but that's how it is. No one's gonna remember reusation after a few hundred, after at least some decades. I'm just gonna be an anonymous username after I pass. Like that's just how it is. I hope it's not as depressing as it is. I mean, even if it does happen, I will not be there to see it, but. I hate that I'm talking about this a posthumous sort of thing. It's too depressing. I won't go too deep, but it's just like you want to be remembered for whatever it is. You want to be remembered for something. And Frieren doesn't feel like she's done anything to be worth praise, to be worth being remembered for. That's why she doesn't believe in anyone. Guys. I'm an atheist myself, but it doesn't mean I don't want someone to at least remember. Oh yeah, someone named. I had a relative in Kevin that that really that was that I know like he kind of lived like this. He's kind of messed up, but he's a nice guy and whatnot. Whatever. Something like that. I mean, if something where people just bring about it and they have a good time, they can have some good things to say about it, I guess. That's my interpretation. I could just be saying seeing things wrong, but does that apply to heaven too? If you don't believe in something about yourself, and I'll tell you about myself. The thing is with like, you see Eisen, Hemel, even Helter getting recognized. Frieren is just there. Frieren is only really like remembered for her prowess by the enemies, the existing enemies, for her for being ruthless in battle. But of course she did change. I mean, it's already been kind of a given. Like much earlier in the episode, she was thinking about what Aura said about like, oh, Hemel's not here, and it's like, yeah, true, because she I think it's more also aligns like, Hemel's here. Why do you need to resort to that? Why do you need to go out that way? Why do you need to play it like that? But that's like kind of a growing thing for Frieren, like just trying to realize how much her late friends mean to her. So yeah, I think that's my interpretation on that. Like someone to praise you, like for what you've done. Why do many people strange people serve the goddess? That was really fun little thing. The Stark little gags are kind of a nice change of pace. And the music is really good. Of course, the animation here is understandably a lot more reserved than the previous episodes, which is fine. I mean, it is what it is. I don't think this is one of those episodes where like you just kind of move on to the next. Like when they do get to an important episode, they definitely will, try to, emphasize on how it looks and sounds. But this episode was still like really good. Hold on. When he meant you have good friends, he meant Stark and Frieren. But Frieren interestingly just was thinking he was referring to her late friends. But I could be wrong. I mean, she probably thinks he was referring to that. He probably was, but at the same time, actually no, he is. Never mind. He's referring to Stark and Frieren, but she thought he was referring to Hemel and the other late Hero party members. Let me see. Okay, yeah. That's where that's why she's going to try to meet him again. At least in spirit. The connection again, this more or less, emphasizes on that. For the time she had with Hemel, even though it was fleeting to her, it was still all the more important. And she's, this second journey she's taking is making her realize it a lot more. That's why all those flashbacks. And I mean, a lot of people know like flashbacks can be annoying, but I feel this is really important because again, it ties into why this second journey is important, and why the journey from before, even though it wasn't really shown explicitly within the story, means that much for the main character. That's my takeaway from it. Yeah, I mean, this isn't a particularly eventful episode by any means, but that is fine. We're not gonna. We can take a breather. We can, until the next. I would not expect the next episode to having so much things going on either, unless if it correlates to what the immediate goal of Frieren is right now. Yeah, that's all there is to it. It's such a great show though. I mean, even the very reserved episodes still really engage you in one way or another. So another great job, and I have not much else to say. Again, like when they need to pull whatever resources they need to emphasize when the episodes that do need it come into play. Of course, the team that's working on it will of course resort to that in however they want. I mean, it really goes to show how the planning and management of this series has been so far. So I mean, they're not trying to take too much of a risk, and it's fine. I mean, that's also what happened with Fullmetal Alchemist. Like, a lot of people think Fullmetal Alchemist is just full of nothing but soccer, but there's been moments where you feel like, it was just kind of, the episodes are just kind of like not particularly worth remarking, even on the animation side of things. But that's how it is. But I'm gonna get going. I will leave it off on there though. I do want the next episode real soon. But yeah, smash the like button. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Follow me on Twitter. Support the YouTube channel. Join Discord server. Share the video around. All that good stuff. But that's gonna do it for today. For this week on Sousou no Frieren. Yuri16 signing off. See you next time. Take care. Stay safe, y'all, and have a great day. Peace.